Hey, I'm Gordie Johnson, and this is 360 with 80 something, 7, 6. For the life of me, I don't remember coming into the building without playing here or it having something to do with music. Might have been the first time I walked in here was to see about a place to live. I'm thinking it's when I started to play with Molly Johnson, the jazz singer, and I met her in this room. She lived here. And I came up with my guitar, and she hired Big Sugar to be her backup band to play a show with Ray Charles, it seems to me. Ray Charles was coming to town. She was going to open the show. Could we play a bunch of jazz songs with her? So I rehearsed in this room with her. I think she really introduced me to this place and to the whole culture of this place of artists and writers and songwriters and all these different styles of music. So really it's Molly's my first connection to the place. I used to sleep in a bunk bed right up in there and hear booming dance hall reggae coming out of cars driving down the street. There was soul music night on Tuesdays. I would lay in the bathtub and feel the bottom end from the, R&B night rattling the water in the tub. There's stuff like that that gets into your psyche. As a professional musician, I played every night, and like you were cramming 10 gigs into 6 days sometimes, and not playing the same music every show. Like I said, blues, jazz, country, rockabilly, calypso, reggae, whatever. I was ready to do it. And when you got to that last Sunday gig, when that gig was done, man, I'd get back in here, I'd go up on the roof and smoke a cigar and just look down at the city and go, ha! You cannot defeat me, I got you. Probably my favorite musical thing we did here was, we did a thing called the rib joint for a while, because the Cameron House always had music in the back. Well, now they got music in the front, but in those days they didn't have music in the front. That's still where your old Ukrainian guys would sit and drink all afternoon. They had an old Ukrainian guy serving them behind the bar. It was just kind of rubbies in the front, and then crazy artistic people in the back. We talked the girls here into letting us play in the front room. We're going to play old, post-World War II R&B kind of stuff, like swing music, blues, rhythm and blues. I had my stand-up bass, which had a guy with a snare drum and a cymbal. Mr. Chill from Big Sugar would walk on the bar playing his saxophone. There's a piano in the room, so every once in a while someone would sit down and play the piano. I would put the bass up in the window. If you look downstairs, there's a big arched window looking out into the street. We'd move the booze bottles, and I'd put the stand-up bass up on the bar. The drummer would sit in front of the beer taps. Kelly would walk the bar with the saxophone and pass the hat, and we just played for tips. They didn't have to pay us. So we'll just play for tips. We want to do this. We think we'd get this room rocking if we just filled it with musicians. Guys would come in with conga drums and just set up at a table in the bar. And man, we got that place packed some nights for our rib joint night. It was on a weeknight. No microphones, no singing really. It was just playing tunes and making it swing, and just playing an acoustic bass in that context. And really the room was the amplifier, because I was up near the ceiling, and that arch would kind of amplify the boom from it. And looking down at Toronto nightlife from that viewpoint and just seeing it all, like I said, getting it swinging and watching everybody grooving in the room to that. Mr. Chill tripping over drinks and move the ashtray over, to walk the bar with a saxophone. It was treacherous.